Hello there everybody, I'm Mr. Game & Pie, and well, this is a series about Minecraft. Now, first of all, I'd like to say that this is the seed for my world. If you want to play along with me as I go through, whenever you start up your Minecraft world, just put in G and P with the and symbol there, and you'll get the same world that I get. So yeah, there we go. I'm having the difficulty on easy, so let's get started here. While it's initializing the server, I may as well explain a few things. Now, while I might have had Let's Play as the title for my Minecraft world, you'll notice that it is significantly lacking in the title for the video. That's because this isn't really a Let's Play. You see, in my Let's Plays, I focus on the game a lot. I let you know everything that I can possibly tell you. Here, well, this is a very open-ended game. There is an ending, but not the version that I'm playing. And, in general, there isn't really a set path to take. So while I can explain how the crafting system works and such, it's not exactly possible for me to do a true Let's Play. As such, while it is a Minecraft series, it's more of a blog with Minecraft in the background. Okay, so here we are. Let's get started. Now, I would like to note that I am playing the Xbox 360 version. As such, some of the menus will appear differently than it would in the computer version, as well as the fact that this is in fact an earlier version of Minecraft than what the computers have at this point. Now, the reason why I'm playing the Xbox 360 version is kind of twofold. First of all, my computer can't even run the computer version anymore. Whenever Notch implemented Rain, it stopped working effectively. And as such, I can't really record it either. I mean, even if I had a program to record computer games, I highly doubt that it could handle running Minecraft and a recording program at the same time. So here we are, on the Xbox 360 version. Aside from that, I don't think I've actually seen anyone do a series on the Xbox 360 version. So this will be nice. It'll give me a chance to explain the differences between the two versions, aside from simply being an earlier version of the game. Because there are some differences, primarily extending from the fact that whenever you're playing the computer game, you're using a mouse. However, whenever you're doing the Xbox 360, you have to utilize two control sticks to manipulate the game world. Now, the controls are pretty standard first-person movement stuff. The left stick moves forward, backward, left, and right, and then the right stick makes you spin and stuff. Look around, up and down and stuff. Okay, so you press the Y button to open up this. And that's actually the wrong section. You press open the X button to open up this. This is where you can craft a ton of things. First of all, we'll craft a bunch of wooden planks. Very nice. You're going to need wooden planks to start out with. Then we're going to create a crafting bench. A crafting bench will allow us to create numerous tools that will aid us in our exploration. Now let's just find a nice little place, somewhere around here, to get a home started. This field actually looks pretty good, and there's already a piece of wool on the ground. Okay, I'll explain what that is later. Yes, this might actually be a fairly good place to inhabit. I think I'll start out right here. Right into this wall. This looks good. So, let's make ourselves a crafting bench. You use the bumpers to, oh, wait, yeah. I need some sticks as well. Let's just make a stack of these real quick. There we go. Now, you'll see on the bottom left corner of this screen, there's a grid of 3x3. In the computer version, that's how you would organize these different tools or materials to create these various things that I'm making here. So here I have a pickaxe. It's good for breaking up wood. I mean, brick. No, not wood. Yeah. As you can see here, we've got lots of stone. If I didn't have my pickaxe, this would take forever to go down, and it would not drop the stone blocks that I'm obtaining. Now you'll notice that there's a little green bar under my pickaxe now. As you use the pickaxe, it'll wear out, and after a while it will break, so you'll have to make another one. Now I'm not running into any coal. Coal is a necessary material, which you use to light up the area around you. Now, the reason why you want to light up the area around you is because monsters spawn in the darkness. Fortunately, this version of Minecraft is late enough to have an alternate method of coal. I'll probably end up showing that off here in a minute. Yes, wonderful. So like I said earlier, I'm probably not going to be talking about Minecraft the entire time. There are going to be a lot of times like this where I'm just digging stuff. And during these moments, I'll probably talk about my personal life a little bit. I mean, I never talk about those during my regular Let's Plays. And as such, it'll be more like a blog in some instances. Alright, so to get this alternate form of coal, we're going to need logs, not the wooden planks that we've been creating. Fortunately, we have copious amounts of trees nearby. It's beautiful. You'll often want to break the leaves of the trees. This will allow you to obtain saplings, which will allow you to plant more trees. Wood is a very valuable asset, and so replanting the saplings that you get is a good idea. Here we go. Let's just get out of here. After you take away the wood that the leaves are touching, they'll eventually decay on their own and will drop saplings on their own time. However, dropped items will eventually disappear. Doesn't take too long, only a few minutes. So, you know, if you just break off all of the wood pieces and then let the leaves decay into saplings, you will still need to pick them up at a fairly speedy pace. Alright, now you see the sun up there, that big white block in the sky. It's about midday right now. It's a good way to gauge how long you have until the monsters come out. Now we do have some stone, which is needed to create a furnace. Let's go ahead and do that. Reorganize our stuff here a little bit. Put the wool there. And let's put our furnace in our home. Now, we put some wooden planks down here. 2 should probably be good. Wait, no. It's gonna need closer to, yeah, something like that. Okay, so we put in wooden planks at the bottom, and these logs at the top, and then boom. This itself will create some light. However, what the burning logs will create is charcoal, indeed. Now behold, we can combine charcoal with a stick to form 4 torches. And then we can put them on a wall and stuff. I'm not going to be putting them on the walls quite yet, but just so that y'all know what the hamster we're doing here. Let's dig in a little bit more. This will become my base of operations. And I have quite a few plans ready. Because you see, I've actually practiced for this. I know, right? I mean, it's like, why did you even practice for this? It's a Minecraft series, which isn't even a Let's Play. Well, you know what? Even in something as casual as this, I still like to have a plan. And trust me, I have quite a few plans for you people. It is going to be an exciting adventure. As soon as we can actually get the adventure started, anyway. Let's take a look at it. Okay, yeah. Now, the wooden planks, they can only burn 1.5 items. Which means, basically, you have to have a lot of wooden planks to really smelt a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's put this here. Okay, so next up, I'm going to be building, that's the wrong button, chests. 2 of them to be precise. You build them just like you do furnaces, except rather than stone, you use wood. This can be used to store various items, and I have quite a few items to store, really. Saplings, wool, lots of stuff, and oh my, it just got dark. Oh, right, because my furnace stopped. Yeah, let's get this. Ah, and I still have one of these left. There we go. I'm probably gonna need to get some more wooden planks soon. Anyway, so here we go. I'm probably gonna start up building my fortress a little bit more. Okay, good. Yeah, it's gotten surprisingly dark very fast. Alright, let's build some more torches. Now, as you can see, you can craft things even whenever you don't have your table here going. It's just that the things that you can craft is severely limited with. Alright, so we have some stone. Let's start building some better tools. By pressing up and down on something like this, you can change what kind of tool you're building. So we got a wooden pickaxe to a stone pickaxe, which we're gonna make. We're also gonna make a stone shovel, because that's pretty useful too. So let's reorganize some stuff here. I'm also gonna build a stone sword pretty soon. In fact, I think I'll do that right now, just real quick. Now you'll notice that we do have these two tools left. I won't be making these quite yet, but wooden axes, or well, axes in general, are good for chopping down trees, while hoes are used for, well, gardens and such. I'll be showing you how to make your own garden eventually, but it'll be a while. Now, as you can see, the stone pickaxe is much faster. Crazy speed here compared to the wooden one. In general, you're going to want to make the stone pickaxes, and in fact, the stone tools are generally better. Now we're gonna hole ourselves up in here. And to help with this, I'm going to build a door. Boom! Door! We put it on the outside, there is good reason for this. And let's put some lights here. Eventually it'll get so dark out here that monsters will be spawning all over the place. But before then, I would like to keep this area at least a little bit safe. Oh my. I think I already heard a monster. Yeah, it's already too dark out here to be wandering around. Let's get in here. Close this off. Now that we've got our door, we can look outside safely without having to worry about stuff. And with that done, we can build our home out a little bit more. We've got a nice little tunnel going on over here, but let's expand to the sides some more. Right now, we haven't found too many materials, unfortunately. In fact, we haven't found any materials, actually. That's not really good. If this was an earlier version of the game, we would be completely screwed right now, because we haven't found a single piece of coal. Fortunately, this isn't an earlier version of the game, and you can make charcoal at will. There we go. Nice lit up in here. Eventually, I will be showing some of the enemies, but I generally like to avoid them. In fact, typically... Oh, coal. There we go. I'll be getting that here in a second. Yeah, like I was saying, I generally like to play with the enemies off, actually. I know, many people are like, no, you're not playing the game correctly. Well, you know what? I turn the enemies on just for you people. Aha, that's the sound of a zombie. Probably the easiest enemy out there. I suppose I could try to go out there and fight him, but it wouldn't really be a good idea. There's probably other much more dangerous things. In fact, I would be surprised if there weren't more dangerous things out there right now. Here we go. Now, I like to build a lot of stuff in this game. I mean a lot of stuff. Like, seriously, you are going to see so much stuff built. I have tons of irons in the fire. Perhaps even all of them. Alright, let's build this wall out this way a little bit. If for nothing else, to get the coal. You can tell whenever you're about to hit the surface if there's grass on the top of a dirt block. Of course, if you're digging straight up, then you really can't tell either way. Yes. Now we're starting to hear spiders. I kind of heard a spider earlier, but now we're really hearing them. Oh yeah, that little sound. I probably did a horrible spider impersonation. Spiders aren't too much tougher than zombies. Zombies can only do collision damage to you, and are pretty slow. They do a decent amount of damage if they hurt you, but not nearly as bad as some other monsters can do. Spiders, on the other hand, they're a lot like zombies. Once again, they can only cause collision damage, but they're a lot faster. They can also climb up walls and such, making them a significantly larger threat. Oh my, that block has grass on it. I better not dig that way. Oh dear. Yeah, no. Not gonna leave a hole in my home like that. Let's hear. Aha, there's sand there. Okay. I'm sure that eventually I'll find tons of stuff to do with this space that I'm making over here. For now, it isn't all that useful, though. Now, it is important to note that monsters do burn during the day. So, we're pretty much just waiting for the daytime to come around. We can see a chicken down there. We can see some sheep. But we don't see any enemies around out there. What else can we possibly do while we wait for the sun to come out? Oh, chicken just came in. Okay. You can come in here, little chicken. In fact, you know what? I think I might harvest your body. Swords are used to kill things. That's pretty self-explanatory, really. Chickens can also lay eggs. You see one in my inventory right there next to my sword. They don't really do anything, I don't believe. They might be used to make some certain food items, but in general they don't have a whole lot of use, at least not yet. I believe that the current version of Minecraft actually has a little bit of an extended use for them, even if it isn't a whole lot. Alright, let's put a torch here, because I am going to be taking down this part of the wall as well. Oh, and I ran out of pickaxe, so let's make another one. Quite simple, really. Aye, aye, aye. All kinds of noises from the peanut gallery. So in general, I'm pretty sure this is going to be something of a weekly series. Like once a week, Minecraft. Boom, it's there. At least that's the idea. It'll all depend on whether or not I can actually come up with something to say, I guess. Let's put a torch right here. Very good, very good. This is beginning to look like a very nice home. Except for the part where there's all sorts of things growling at me. Oh my gosh! Gee whiz, I have it on easy mode. How many of them are there gonna be? It's not daytime quite yet. Oh, there's an egg outside. Alright. I think in the distance I can see a creeper. Yeah, that's a creeper out there. You probably can't see it though. I think I also see a skeleton. Now creepers are very scary because they're the one enemy that neither dies nor becomes passive during the daytime. They also explode, so that's not good. Skeletons, they're not too bad, especially since I have the door built as I do. You see, if I had built it from this side, the skeletons would be able to shoot through these holes in my door. However, once I obtain a bow, I'll be able to shoot arrows through this door, while they won't be able to shoot at me. Very nice. Aha, It appears that the daytime is about to appear. We'll watch that skeleton over there around my cursor. We'll watch him burn. Now, only the direct sunlight can actually kill opponents. If you, like, set a torch right next to them, that won't do anything. That'll simply stop them from spawning. Hello there, sheep. It requires quite a level of brightness before they begin to die. Come on! Come on, buddy, burn. Why aren't you burning yet? Well, what are you waiting? Oh, there we go. I'm hearing some of them burning. But those are the guys above me. I want to watch this guy burn. There he is! He's on fire now. Beautiful! Check him out. Now those clunking sounds, those are actually the noises that skeletons make. They can shoot arrows at you. I kind of alluded to it, but I don't believe I've outright mentioned it yet. And there we go. So now pretty much everything that can die by fire is dead. However, we can still hear a spider. He's going to be very angry at us. So we have to be ready. There he is. Come on. Bring it. There we go. Oh man. 2 pieces of string. That's great. As you can see, sometimes skeletons will drop arrows as well as bones. Now here we have a creeper. I'm going to try to engage him in honorable dueling. Except that didn't work. Okay. Well, at least he's gone. Ooh, iron. Yes, creepers have no interest in honorable duels. They just want to explode. And while I do support explosions, I don't support them when they're in my face. Okay, so, now that we can be outside again, it's time to explore a little bit more, I'd say. And we should probably grab some sand. Because if there's one thing I love to build with, it is sand. Sand is a great material. Now, in general, it isn't so much you're building with sand, actually, but you can turn sand into glass. And, well, with glass you can see through it. That's the primary draw to sand, really. The other thing is that sand is one of the few blocks that actually obeys gravity. In general, if you set 2 blocks on top of each other, and then take out the one underneath, the one above will sort of just be floating there. Sand? No, it floats. It floats. Anyway. Now, in general, its gravity-obeying nature actually is counterproductive, which is why I turn it into glass and build everything out of glass. Just better that way. Alright, now as you can see, going through all of this sand is quickly wearing out my shovel. I mean, it's already in the red, and I barely used it before now. So you do probably need to be a bit conservative with that. And, whoa, what the hamster? Well, folks, we have lava. Not magma, lava. This is... wow, we usually don't see this at the surface. You touch it and then you die. That's, it's pretty simple, really. Yes, it's a good idea to avoid the lava if at all possible. Generally, you find it far underground. But, here we're finding it at the surface. That's just crazy. Now, you will, if you dig under sand long enough, you will eventually run into sandstone. Which, yeah, I consider pretty much entirely useless. You have to break it with a pickaxe, but it isn't nearly as durable as actual stone. As such, it doesn't really have much of a use, from what I can tell. You can turn 4 blocks of sand into sandstone, but I don't do that. Now, you may have noticed that the spider from last night, it attacked me the moment that I came out of my home. And yet, I was mentioning that spiders become passive during the day? Well, if a spider has you in its sights, before daytime, it'll still continue chasing you. However, if you find a spider later on during the day, it won't be trying to murder you. It'll just sort of be there, and it's like, hey there, and it'll only attack you if you attack it. This is a pumpkin. It's pretty cool. I'll explain more what to do with those later. If ever. I mean, I don't really use the pumpkins. Well, I'll explain it, at least. Now, I believe that I might have heard of wolf. I've never actually utilized wolves, but you can actually tame them, and then they'll help you with enemies and stuff. They'll help you fight enemies, that is. Gee whiz, we have a lot of sand around here. Perhaps too much. Okay, so soon, I'm going to be creating a very useful item. Oh, mushrooms. Mushrooms are pretty rare, actually. They can be used to create a certain health item. A bowl of mushroom stew. It recovers a lot of HP, but mushrooms aren't exactly easy to come by, and it requires two different types. The brown types that I found right there, and another type that's red and white. Now, the reason why I'm killing pigs is because they give you pork chops, which recover health. As you can see, after that incident with the creeper earlier, I lost 1 health. Granted, it's not much, but eventually I'll have lost more. So, I need to be prepared for when that happens. Just picking up roses and seeds. Seeds can help you create gardens and such, which can give you a more steady supply of food. So, if you find little tufts of grass like this, hit them, and sometimes they'll drop seeds. It will be some time before I actually create my garden, unless I just find myself fighting a whole lot. But it'll happen eventually. And I have quite the design plans for it. Now, you will note that the game is called Minecraft, but I haven't been doing a whole lot of mining. I opened up my home a little bit, but that's about it. Well, there are many cave systems in this game, and we'll be exploring them, well, eventually. And when we do, it will surely be an exciting time, filled with such suspense that you will explode. Alrighty then. So yeah, how have you folks been this week? I've been doing pretty good. Going to college and all that. Everything's been doing just fine. Unfortunately, I haven't really met a whole lot of people at college so far. I mean, I always hear it's like, oh man, yeah, it's gonna be so great, you're gonna meet all kinds of people. And it's been alright. Just, not particularly great, I don't know. I guess part of that stems from the fact that I really don't know anyone that I'm in class with, but then again, I'm pretty sure there are lots of people that go to colleges far away and don't have that problem, so that's probably not the source. Oh, hamsters, we have a very rare material. This, my friends, is clay. Yes, it is one of the rarest substances in the game, or at least it was. I think Notch has made it more common these days. Still, even so, it's a pretty nice find. Alright, now here we have the physics of water. It's kind of weird. Is that more... Yes, this is more clay. Okay, so, underwater. Holding the jump button allows you to swim upward. And you move slowly, and if you're underwater, then you break objects very slowly. Not very fun. Alright. Ooh, more. Okay, so yeah, maybe clay isn't as rare. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Whenever you break a block that is in water, the water will begin to fill in. Except sometimes it continuously fills in and ends up creating a current. Oh my gosh! That's a lot of clay. Okay, Well, folks, I've been Mr. Game & Pie, and next time on Minecraft, I'm gonna be showing you folks some more stuff that you can do around here. So until next time, everybody, see y'all later.